And I think my other computer is good to go. Just had to play a couple ads. Oh, I think everything is good to go. Got a handful of whatchamacallit, Spearhead replays. So let's go ahead and get those casted. At least I have 3. I think that would be enough. If I ran out, at least I have some other replays to cast. But based on one of the descriptions, I have a feeling this may take a bit of time. I'll do this one a little bit later. That's 2v2. The other one's 2v2. So let's just do the 1v1 first, since that's a little bit slower. Let's see, it says victory point, zoom, 750 points, 150 pop cap. Oh, there's a slight these variations, but looks like more population cap and potentially extended game, if that makes any sort of sense. So let's go ahead and get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 2 Spearhead mod replay. Spawn on the top right side as the austere player, we have Ralph Roberts. On the south side as the Red Soviet, Strolo Moliv. I really need to learn how to pronounce his name. Pioneer's captured up. Looks like he has selected a doctrine, or yep, he has selected the like division, assault and mechanized. Let's see. Quick look at this. Mix. So it looks like it has some quote-unquote Italian forces, and of course got some various Panzer Grenadier squads. Some 250s, 250/7. Is that the mortar half track? I'm assuming. Conscript squad is advancing forward. Not conscript squad, combat engineers. The icons look a little bit similar on a brief glance. This icon does look pretty impressive, but honestly, these two icons look a little bit too similar on a brief glance. Oh, one of the guys armed with a revolver, the Nagant revolver. And no doctrine selected over here just yet. He may be eyeing to see if he sees any visible doctrines, and of course he does have some visible symbols. The Volks Grenadier and the Divisional Grenadier. Looks like 2 of these guys, or nope, just one. Yeah, 2 of the guys are. Nope, never mind. One of the guys are armed with a revolver, but all the others are armed with bolt-action rifles. Over here, we've got the conscript squad to capture at this point.
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
And now the Volksgrenadier squad, or Grenadier squad, is advancing. There's a grenade right there, very nice. That was from the combat engineer. And now it looks like the Grenadier squad will be charging on forward. Combat engineer squad will need to run back. We got annihilated right there, and does get fully annihilated. Now we got Kupelwagen armor MG42 advancing. And now we do have whatever this is. I think that's not really doctrine, so it's for, I guess, reserve squad or assault infantry apparently. Let's see, he's charging on forward as well. It is armed with at least 1 SMG, 1 PPSH. And those are the MG42 of the Kupelwagen does go ahead and suppress the assault squad. I'm just gonna call it assault squad because I have no idea even how to pronounce that. And looks like the squad will get fully annihilated, so it's losing a number of squads early on. We do have a some sort of tank hunter. I think that's armed with a AT rifle. First thing I see profile tank Ovia. I think that means tank hunter in Russian. It looks like they're also engaged at long range as a sniper, and that AT rifle does connect the Kupelwagen, taking out in 1 hit.
Make it quick.
Conscript squad here, trying to capture this point, down to 1 last model, and should be able to secure it up without getting wiped up, but it's very, very close to death. Volksgrenadier squad is capturing up these northern points, and we now do have a fresh squad of engineers called sappers. Same difference. And looks like he's going to be taking out that barbed wire there, though he's actually missing.
Yes? MG42 team is ready for action.
We do now have a MG34 deployed on out.
You need light anti-tank support?
And we do got a good number of squads, so for the Wehrmacht player, the Austria player, but not a lot for the Soviet player. The Soviet player is getting his support weapon company A out, which of course will allow him to deploy out some various support weapons. He does also have the Rifle Company, or whatever exactly it's called, Special Rifle Command. That's the base name, not the modded name. And he has selected a doctrine, the Tank of V Division, so Tank Division, I guess, or Tank Hunter Division. Seeing these AT rifle guys named the same name, or a similar name, I'm assuming that means Tank Hunter Division? Foreign words. I'm not very good at foreign words. I have hard enough time with English words. Volksgrenadiers and the conscript squad are now engaging at long range. He does, of course, have heavy cover there. This combat engineer is also engaging as well, but now we've got the Volksgrenadiers and pioneers now sprinting on forward. Or these are just regular grenadiers, I should say. And looks he's going for a rifle grenade. He does dodge it, very nice. And may just fall back entirely. They are upgraded with DP. And now here comes the M5 half-track being deployed on out. He needs to get this guy. He does get wiped out, and that loses the upgrade entirely. Big losses here for the Soviet player. The combat engineer squad is trying to run away, but it does get gunned down as well. Ooh, lots of losses there. Can the sniper get in the back of that half-track? It can get in the back of the half-track. Or AT rifle. I also have no idea how effective it is versus infantry. It hasn't gotten a whole lot of engagements yet, but I think it does have extended range at least. Ooh! But it does get a damage image crit there from just by regular gunfire. He will be backing on off. It is still armor 50 cal. In my mod, I actually changed it so the M5 half-track has the Dishka, though I also removed it from M5 half-track being used from the British and US tree line, made them just use M3s. And if the US player wants to play out a quad half-track, it's just straight up a quad half-track. Grenadier up here, we're seeing quite a bit of fire from the sniper. Looks like one of the extra models uses PPSHs? No, just one PPSH, AT rifle, and a bolt action rifle. Good hit there by the AT rifle. Seeing the first half track, he definitely, it's a good reason why he did upgrade it with the AT rifle, but now both of these guys are dead in the water. We got the gunner killed, or main gun disable crit, and we also have the tracks blown off of this one here, as the track is going a bit crazy. Actually, I have access to additional battlefield. When's the last time you actually seen this vehicle actually get its track disabled? Because the only thing that does disable crits in multiplayer are the Regal anti-tank mine and the M20 landmine. So, and those one-shot these half tracks. So this is the first time I actually probably ever seen this thing have no track. Interesting. A bug that probably nobody's really seen before. This thing does need a little bit of repairs. You will tap it with wrenches to get this repaired on up. And now it's fully repaired. So this one has been upgraded with MP40s. Let's see, how many MP40s does it get? Quantity 2. So you can see a couple models here with the MP40s. It looks like 3 in total, so they already had one as well. Now this half-track's pushing way forward. Finds a... Ooh! Was that a landmine? Or was it a Panzerfaust that took out both of them? He just got a Panzerschreck upgrade. But that had to have been a landmine, right? That was a grenade, and does upgrade with a pair of Thompson submachine guns. Does get gunned down there, but he's about to lose that entire squad, especially with this Pioneer squad advancing forward. Yep, annihilated. He couldn't retreat back. This guy was going to annihilate it either way. We do now have a scout.
Commissar has joined our ranks.
I do like the two-man scout squads. It's something I remember seeing quite a bit and useful item in Steel Division. And I think this mod sort of take inspiration from Steel Division, Men of War, all that sort. And I believe Company Heroes 3 has some variations of those scout squads, which also should be pretty effective for going around capturing points. Nice cheap squad. Now got a Russian lieutenant, however you want to pronounce that.
Light tank ready for orders.
And now T-70 is going to go on field, or should I say T-60.
Engineers ready for assignment.
And does deploy out a half-track load-up of some engineers, and this is load-up of a back of a truck. Also, I don't know how many models can go in the back of the truck and still be able to fire out of it. It looks like 6, and do know as well, this truck uses the same animator as the Katusha. Looks like a mortar strike did rain on in there, very nice. Folks Grenadiers behind some light cover, or heavy cover. And the T-70 is getting some great hits there. Looks like the T-60, quote-unquote, he has a pretty good rate of fire. Rifle grenade was fired. He does receive a hit there and does fall back. Pair of landmines have been pulling out, some shoe mines. This conscript squad is getting hit quite severely. T-60 still firing away at long range. And good hits there. Panzerjäger has been blown out, has been upgraded with a Panzerschreck, or already came out with a Panzerschreck. Usually they come out with a AT rifle. Of course, got the Panzerschreck here, or oh, maybe it's just a captured bazooka, captured from North Africa. I thought it was just like the one of the Panzerschrecks without the blast plate. Because originally the Panzerschreck didn't have the blast plate, and they expect the soldier to be geared up with a whole like a no-skin covered, almost like a fire suit. Bazooka's charging forward and gets a direct hit there, takes out the T-60. Yeah, the original Panzerschreck didn't have that blast plate there, and eventually, rather than realizing, instead of just making the person wear a big, uncomfortable suit to fire the thing, just put a little blast plate there, and it'll protect the gunner or shooter. There's a guy, our mortar barrage now being called on in. Right there, and rifle grenade does take out the lieutenant. Oh no, he's still alive? Oh, he was so spread out that he was actually didn't really get hit by that.
Guards troops ready for action.
We got some guards riflemen being immediately upgraded with the EMPs, light machine guns.
The sector is at risk.
And the Grenadier squad is catching up that point now. Pioneers do receive a frag grenade there. They do dodge in time. Frag grenade was also thrown as well. Does dodge that one. Or a bundle grenade, I should say. We got full pack 40 now deployed out on the field. Guards, riflemen are advancing. And the Grenadier is going to be eyeing for some heavy cover there, but they already have seen quite a bit of damage, and I think there's a lot of flanking shots there as well. Over here we got the engineers and the lieutenant advanced forward trying to capture some sectors. Oh, rifle grenade was thrown. Does receive a nice hit there. And the guards riflemen do fall back to the truck for reinforcements. It has been upgraded with the reinforceability. Bazooka fires, does get a hit into the sandbags there, and rifle grenade was fired, and does do a pretty good predictive aim shot there. Lieutenant will need to fall back a little shortly. Volksgrenadier squad does throw a grenade over there. The lieutenant squad does go down. Molotov was thrown as well. Sniper engaged from the wreckage of his light tank. Now MG-34 is starting to firing. Does suppress down the tank Tank Hunter, that assault unit, I'm just gonna call it assault unit. And it's just gonna push its way forward. The snipers advance forward, trying to throw Panzerfaust, fires Panzerfaust straight into that MG34. Captured Panzerfaust. Good hit there by that Panzer Shrek, getting a direct hit there onto the assault squad. Molotov is being thrown onto the MG34, and it rains pretty short. The random scatter must have really screwed him over. Rifle grenade was thrown, hitting that assault squad severely, and does get fully wiped out there.
Squad of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat.
I wonder as well. Let's switch over these squads. 240. But definitely they do have higher manpower, that's for sure. 328, which takes all the manpower from these points. Curtis there, and that guards rifleman almost got wiped out. He needs to do a full retreat right now. These guys are a bit suppressed there. Zis gun firing good barrage there. Serious upgrades when we get some veterancy. Interesting. And looks like the truck does receive a hit there. We've got the lieutenant now eyeing and bringing artillery barrage. Got the immobilized crit there. And good rifle grenade there onto the lieutenant. Mortars are raining on in. Guards, Pioneer squad does take up the truck, but he may get wiped out himself. Throws out grenade right there as well. A number of losses there for the Wehrmacht player. A good grenade there as well. Assault squad is advancing forward. And yep, no any source of healing just yet. You can see these guys are not actually healed up whatsoever. Assault squad advancing forward. He does pick himself up a Panzer Boucher 39. And this Grenadier is going to receive quite a bit of fire right there. The Zis gun's almost decrewed. And a good rifle grenade there as well. A lot of use of those rifle grenades, that's for sure. That's where almost all of this munitions has been going into.
We have a fresh Grenadier squad.
Panzer 4 is firing. Panzer 4 has been deployed on out. Receive a direct hit there by that bazooka as well.
The machine and Gewehr team is awaiting orders.
Got a hit there onto the Panzer 4, but does roll a bounce there. Another bounce there as well. Looks like the engineer squad charging forward, does get a direct hit there on the AT gun, decrewing it. Builds out grenade there on the Pioneer squad. Pioneer squad does avoid it, but it's sustained a bit too much damage there. And he's trying to recruit that AT gun now. The guard squad seeing a bit of fire as well. The AT gun has been recruited. Panzer 4 still has all of its health. Good hits there on the Panzer 4. More hits there as well. It does reinforce it from the nearby truck. All these forces needs a lot of reinforcements. He is a bit low in manpower as well. The sniper AT rifle squad goes forward, does decrew the AT gun once again. There's another artillery barrage now raining on in.
The enemy has silenced one of our anti-tank guns.
Combat engineer squad does get pinned down right there. Got the grenadiers engaging at long range. And it looks like he's trying to build some sandbags there, but may get wiped out in return. This gun's still firing. This gun's still trying to get some reinforcements. But there is a little bit of line sight block there, which may getting a bit of trouble engaging it. Has camouflage, has hold fire, does fire shot there, rolls and miss. Panzer 4 is doing great work there. Trying to reinforce that AT gun. The AT gun's the only thing that's holding back that Panzer 4 from steamrolling him. The AT rifle's not doing a whole lot. The AT gun's not doing a whole lot either. Lots of hits there. The Panzer 4 is getting a lot of kills. 32 kills.
We have lost the squad.
looks like it did lose a squad somewhere. It doesn't look like around the flanks. And a smoke grenade has been fired. She's trying to hold on a little bit. Looks like the Panzer IV is going to be forced fire on the ground. And there's a number of upgrades that the Panzer IV can be upgraded right now. Needs veteran C2, the Panzer officer. He may be saving up for that. And it looks like the sniper will be blitzing on away or sprinting away. Has received a number of losses there. Is this barrage now raining on in? Does this barrage, does it cost any munitions? 35 munitions. And now we've got a mortar barrage raining on there from the officer, the Soviet officer. Oh no, it's a smoke barrage. Pioneer soldier trying to hold off from the heavy cover there. Skirmishing a bit of fire. Panzer IV now Veterans 2 being upgraded with the Panzer officer. Very nice. And also he's trying to engage at long range. Smoke rounds being loaded from the Panzer IV. Very nice. Sniper's trying to deal with the flanks. Does dodge a rifle grenade there, so good micro. The garrison itself is almost down. And he fires smoke into the house. Interesting. Got some landmines being ported out. Very nice. Will help prevent the Panzer IV from diving on in. AT rifle still picking away the Panzer Bouchot. And now more smoke is now raining on in. Also going to go ahead and fall back to heavy cover right there as the officers now receiving a bit of fire from the Grenadier. The Grenadier is in open ground and a good hit there on the officer. Those are going to bring in our mortar barrage somewhere. Right on top of that Panzer IV. Oh, you can see the aiming reticle or aiming distance of that Panzer IV. Very nice. Over here, we do have a Panzerwerfer, or Sonderkraft. I don't even know how. Panzerwerfer 42. Okay, that is Panzerwerfer 42. Luckily, there's a little bit of extra text there. Panzer currently has 4 kills. Very nice. This gun's going to be firing now. Has the first strike capability. But the first strike didn't even get a single shot off. Now here comes the Panzerwerfer. That squad just got wiped out. Nope, it's retreating back. Ooh! And even hit this guy over here. That was a great Panzerwerfer shot. You're meeting up the 2 levels of veterancy. Does have a, looks like a 130-second cooldown. Grenade was thrown onto the AT gun. Should that be crude? Nope, just a stun grenade.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad. We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Both players are still bleeding off a lot of manpower, a lot of squads. AT gun is still not gonna kill, and currently it's fully pinned, so the guys are crawling back to the gun. Maybe one reason why that grenade didn't wipe out the squad, because the other guys were just trying to crawl towards it. Now the second model there, he should be able to fire relatively soon. Find a shot. Got a good hit there and takes out that guard's rifleman. AT rifle does not get a shot off there. Does get a good hit there as well, forcing back the Panzer IV. That's actually the first seriously wounded time that Panzer IV has received wounding action. Can't speak. So the Panzer IV will be falling on back. We've got the Zisgun still pinned by the MG34. We've got T-34-85 on the build queue. On this queue right here, you have T-34-85 on the build queue. Other things going to fly out is the KV-1, KV-8, and SO-76. The other structure you can get out just various efficiency upgrades. More mortar smoke raining on in.
Awaiting orders.
The new men have arrived.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Over here, we got the combat engineers advancing forward, getting some behind some light cover. Rocket grenade was thrown. No, it's mostly dodge it. There is also a minesweeper on the squad, so he does have a minesweeper out, which could be very handy indeed, because sometimes you just need a minesweeper to find landmines. Just when he lost 2 of his light vehicles to a single landmine. Over here, Volk's Grenadier, or whatever Grenadiers do get forced some back. MG34, a little bit wounded. And looks like the officer may call in a mortar barrage. He does have enough munitions, has plenty of munitions of 284. He has not been throwing spinning grenades at his opponent. And now T-34-85 is starting to make his advance. Is that T-34-85 smaller? Am I going crazy, or is that T-34-85 seems a bit small? I must be going crazy. It's probably the zoom out camera mod that it's probably making me a bit crazy. T-34-85 to make his advance. Does receive a deadly hit there by this PaK-40. The PaK-40 is at efficiency 2 at the moment. Oh, and that was a lucky bounce for the Soviets.
Sniper under our command.
New sniper for the Wehrmacht player. That's not sniper, but maybe not. Not sure which guy technically is. Not the Panzerjäger, probably the actual scout, and that's the same name they use in Steel Division. Because of Panzer Warfare Barrage raining on in, this could do some great damage. Combat engineers stay alive. The T-34-85 is severely wounded. Got the Sturm or Panzer Grenadiers advancing forward, and does the Panzer IV receive a hit there from the T-34-85? The Pioneers get annihilated by the high explosive rounds of the T-34-85, but the Panzer here does get the kill there on the T-34-85. Sniper is still getting some hits there on that Grenadier. And Panzer IV halfway up the efficiency 3. The assault squad does get pinned and suppressed and receive grenades. All that sort. We've got another fresh T-34-85 now deployed out on the field. And those Sturm or Panzer Grenadiers will need to fall back relatively soon. And they get fully wiped out right there. That's a big loss. Grenadiers could push their way forward to start capturing these sectors. Conscript now receiving quite a bit of fire there from the MG34. The additional smoke rounds are raining on in. I wonder if the extra smoke rounds actually do damage. They have the explosion effect as well with them. T-34-85 is out of range of the PaK-40, but the PaK-40 is in range of the T-34-5, but barely. Do we need to back off a little bit? We do got the maximum amount deployed on the field. Good hit there. Panzer IV starts to make his advance, trying to get hit there. T-35 is also advancing forward as well. They're trying to get out each other's range, but the PaK-40 finds another hit there, severely wounding that T-34-85. Now Panzer IV could push a bit far forward. The Panzer Warfare is off cooldown right now, so now's the time for Panzer Warfare barrage. And it's two different barrages. You can fire half salvo for 35 munitions, or full salvo for 50. And here comes a full salvo. Great hits all across the front line. Ooh, and the Panzer IV goes down to the T-34-85. This gun is 50 crude there. PaK-40 lines up a shot on the fresh T-34-85. Doesn't find a shot there. And over here, we do got now the combat engineers up with picked up DP, forcing back the Grenadier. And now we've got some mortars running on in up north. Task Force Moving Squads takes out the MG-34. Engineers trying to gauge these Grenadiers. Grenadiers are quite wounded. Granted, they're in range of reinforcements. Not sure how they can be reinforced right there. But right now, the Grenadier squad will need to fall back.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Grenade was thrown on top of the assault squad. Molotov was thrown as well, making a massive crater right there. T-34-85 advanced forward, trying to get some shots there onto this machine gun gewehr. It looks like combat engineers will win out this fight, almost wipe out that Grenadier squad. Patrick lining up shot there. Does roll a miss there at the Patrick, however. It does get fully suppressed and pinned by that Maxim. MG-34 could be wiped out the current rate, but the captured bazooka Grenadier squad engaging the officer. The officer does have more members, but the Grenadiers do have a bit higher veterancy. We got now the Maxim now engaged as well, hitting that Grenadier. And now we've got a mortar barrage running in from the officer as well. Trying to really win out this game. The Wehrmacht player does retreat back, maybe a little bit late.
Sector.
Now we've got the conscripts, or assault squad, and the truck pushing way forward, trying to hit that northern VP. We got still a good number of tickets from both sides. Patrick and AT gun now setting on up, trying to get some hits there on the T-34-85. And I got another T-34-85 advancing forward as well. AT gun squad will get overran. We need some more AT, that's for sure. We do have this PaK-40 freshly spawned out. This one is probably go down. It does get suppressed there, and Heinz's round does connect. And those Panzerjägers immediately get suppressed by the Pinto and coaxial. Not Pinto, Hull and coaxial. PaK-40 sitting on up, will be in range of the T-34-85. Rolls a bounce there, however. Now we've got the Panzer Warfare barrage running on in. This will be a good spot. Destroy the truck there, takes out that squad. No, the squad is halfway up here.
Vehicle has been lost in the defense of the Rodina. We have a new T-34 standing by.
Now we've got another truck with combat engineers and another T-34-85. That's a lot of T-34-85s. Patrick advancing forward, trying to find a shot.
Are securing our territory.
Does not get a shot off right there.
We are ready for action.
And now we do have the Tier 4 structure being deployed and out. Going for a Panther now. That should be a very effective item versus the T-3485s. Mortars connect there as well. Hikes around connects as well. I think he may have wiped out that another squad that was next to it as well. Pioneers recapture the gun. Needs to line up a shot. Rolls a miss there, and good hit there onto the T-3485, taking it out. Oh, here, this T-3485 is moving its way forward, trying to get the kill there onto the Panzerwerfer. Use the radio capture point there as an item. Does take out the Panzerwerfer in time, and apparently, can you go out of control off the map like that? Never knew you could. By the way, that is currently Panzerwerfer's destroyed. He did use the T-3485 with it. He does have a number of Veteran C research. Looks like no Veteran C on infantry. He does have no Veteran C on the support weapons. He does have Veteran C 2 on light vehicles, and he has 3 levels of Veteran C on his support vehicles, which does affect the AT guns like Company Heroes 1. A little note, if the mod maker's looking, one thing you can do as well, since you need like a different upgrade for every single upgrade, since you use different icons, what you can do as well is create an ability to be like a passive ability to take place at upgrade slot. Sort of like how the Lieutenant Captain upgrade gets disappeared. Just make the upgrade disappear and then have ability get appeared in that same spot once it's upgrades from the research. Spotter does go down, recon unit. Grenadier squad receiving quite a bit of fire. Grenade has been thrown. Grenade has been thrown. Getting a good hit there on the comm engineers. Let's force them back. Maximum deployed out and does suppress on the Panther.
We are losing Soldaten. Keep it short.
Panthers should recover, will be maintained being suppressed for the time being, as long as that Maxim's still in that region. Of course, we have 2 T-3485s now advancing forward. We've also got a machine gun placement as well, which has not been upgraded with a machine gun just yet. Can't be upgraded with a self-destruct. Warning, building self-destructs, no refunds. Ooh, and it looks like the PaK-40 got a good kill there as well. One of the T-3485s do go down, another follow-up shot as well. Mortar's running on and get damage and crit there, very nice. And now Mortar is just raining on in.
The enemy still has 300 points.
Grenade Warfare getting some good hits in. Currently 7 kills, and this one next round could hit. Nope, complete miss. Another T-3485 has been deployed on
A
out.
new T-34 standing by. T-34 crude loaded and ready.
Taking machine gun fire.
We got more mortar hits raining on in.
Sniper here.
The spotter is crawling his way forward. And this is trying to start siege down this bunker. The Wehrmacht player is down to his last, well, only to his base sector. The Soviet player has captured up all other sectors, which does pose a bit of a problem for the Wehrmacht player. He could try breaking out to the right side. Very little's there, just unbuilt wire. Yep, Grenadier's gonna make his way forward. Maybe a Minesweeper will come in handy as well. Panther's coming in to support him as well. Ooh, and that sniper may get wiped out. We're seeing lots of fire right there. And that sniper does go down. Got the Pioneers find the landmine there. No minesweepers. And we know he's built out a lot of landmines. Panzer Grenadiers advancing forward as well, trying to get that point captured. Panther's starting to make his way forward, trying to get in range of these T-3485s. Does get in range, but doesn't get a shot off in time. Now this gun here, could go ahead and rotate around to hit the Panther. Panther finds a deadly hit there, does get suppressed by the hull and coaxial, and now the turret does get damaged and the Panther does go down. Losing that is a massive loss, so he will soon have enough fuel for another Panther. Ooh, and Pazifals gets a good hit there. Panther doesn't get hit in, currently suppressed, and looks like the T-34-85 will manage to fall back. As do got artillery running on in over here.
Political officer deploying now, comrade.
Awaiting command.
Oh, we got a medic station, triage station being deployed on out. Very nice.
Engineer standing by.
Wonder, did they make any little fancy animation? Nope. Could perhaps when the triage center deploy out, you could perhaps put some medical crates nearby to help denote it as a medical bunker. But those are just small little nitpicks. Just me think about my own mod, really.
We took out the mortar team. Everyone, grenadiers ready.
Grenade Warfare does get decrewed right there. And now that pack gun is getting suppressed, pinned, and it is stuck there now. AT gun does roll a miss there. Oh, and apparently the hull can receive crits still. A fully immobilized carcass. Very nice. And this T-34-85 will absorb a lot of shots right there. And the MG bunker is about to go down right there. Grenade Warfare has not been claimed, but does throw a grenade over there, stunning those forces. The captured Pack 40 will manage to crawl away and will be reinforced by these nearby forces. We do also now have a forward HQ.
The enemy has 100 points remaining.
And more forward healing and reinforcements being deployed out.
Ready for orders.
Preventative maintenance. Now the T-34-85 starts advancing. There's 3 of them. That's a lot of T-34-85s. This Panther will have trouble versus all 3 of them. It takes 2 penetrating hits to kill it off, as the nearby infantry forces do draw some fire there, which is actually great for the Panther. Lines up a shot to still a 3rd potential shot firing. Panther does get suppressed there, and most of the T-35s are reloading at a pretty good rate, and there goes that Panther. And he will not be having enough fuel to deploy out another vehicle anytime soon, so at this point in time, he is good as dead. Mortar barrage raining on in. Oh, what was that? Katusha. Oh, or just off map Katusha barrage, I should say.
We have taken the enemy down to 50 points.
Even though HQ is almost destroyed, T-34-85 is making an advance. Bunker's bracing dirt, trying to stay alive. And the Panzerjäger is going to try to find some heavy cover there, but these two T-34-85s could make short work of it.
Down to 25 points.
Great hit there on the T-34-85. The Wehrmacht player is down to the last 22 tickets. This game is pretty much over. He won't not have enough time to decapture any of these points. He needs to decapture 2 of them, as it was yesterday.
I fear we are losing. With 10 points remaining.
The Wehrmacht player did fight to last. And that is the end of the replay. This is Andgrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Yep, I still need to learn more about Spearhead mod. Definitely interesting. I'm mostly getting a lot of ideas how to improve my own mod, but with Company Heroes 3 coming out soon, that's more or less the back burner. I'm sort of burnt out working on my mod in Company Heroes 2. Come on now. There we go. Team Killer, Pioneer. And I believe, yep, that one is good to go. So let's go and do this one next. Sorry about that. Open up another drink. Thank you for the, was it YouTube subscription? I believe that was, yep, thank you. I can't read your name because I don't have proper notifications set up on for YouTube. And here we are. Greetings everyone, and great here with another Company Heroes 2 replay Spearhead mod. Spawn on the south side as the Wehrmacht player, we're Professor. Spawn as teammate as the Blue Austere or OKW player with Captain Airstrike. Spawning as the Red Soviets, we have a Rome IJN, I think. That's in 0 as well, not an O. And as his teammate as the Wehrmacht player, we have Leonardus. Looks like these engineers are pushing the way forward, and looks like it is an annihilation game and not a ticket game. And so I just realized as well, that timer is not centered, is it? Oh, either way, or it is centered. Maybe this is not centered. No, this is probably not centered. Because you got this larger area right here that's much larger than this. So yeah, this is probably not centered. Well, this is. Okay, now that's just going to annoy the crap out of me. Looks like the Pioneers are engaging the assault squad. Got heavy cover over here first. Freshly built sandbags. More assault squads pushing way forward. And he has collected adoption here. We got the Erdaya Division Assault Infantry. Okay, and seeing these guys are labeled Motor Strelski, I think they're called. Some sort of motorized force, to say the least. Speaking of which, that guy needs to fall back, receive lots of fire, and gets annihilated. His teammate has selected another motorized doctrine, I guess, and that squad gets annihilated as well. Sorry, it was blocking that. These two squads, one is in full retreat. The engineer squad is getting behind those sandbags. And now we've got some Storm Grenadiers already deployed on now for the OKW player. He has not selected the doctrine yet. The Mechanized tactics, so some sort of mechanized tactics. And his teammate has selected the Panzer Division. That's an easy name to read. So mechanized and tanks versus two motorized, I'm guessing. Storm Grenadiers engaged at long range. I do hear, of course, this WC-51 armed gun with a 50 Dishka. Looks like the animation's a little bit bugged out on that. Pioneer or Combat Engineer squad is doing quite a bit of fire. There's 3 squads all hating that single squad. The Dishka on the back of that truck is not doing all too well. And now the engineer squad does fall back. Over here, got some more assault squads engaging some Volks Grenadiers or Panzer Grenadiers behind some heavy cover. Storm Pioneer squad is advancing. The Storm Pioneers, of course, always are sprinting. Oh no, it's just a sprint ability. Never mind. It's just that they can sprint for really long. Let's throw assault grenades in there. He does get out of the garrison. The garrison itself does get fully destroyed. He tried to go back into it, but there's no garrison to remain for him. MG-34 now engaging, suppressing down the conscript squad as the pioneer squad's going, or the conventional squad's trying to repair up the Jeep. Over here, I do see a, looks like a field medic of some sort. Do they have voice lines for her? It's the female partisan voice line. I heard resistance fighters. Jeep and Storm Grenadiers engaging out long range. This is behind heavy cover. This course has nearly a full health. We're able to stand a bit more of abuse. I got 2 Grenadier squads here. Panzer Grenadier or MG-42 has been deployed on out as well. As well as some more sandbags. He does try to deploy out some landmines, shoe mines. He does deploy them out. They actually has received a bit of fire there from the medic, so those may get picked on off. MG Maxim squad does get suppressed by the MG-34. It's having a bit of trouble for retaliating. The Jeep's not pushing way forward, getting some damage there. And we do got the, it sounds like an officer deployed out, I think by Magenta, or able to be deployed out by Magenta. Engineers are getting suppressed there. Now we've got a 250 half-track advance forward, quickly gunning down that Jeep, and does fully destroy it as well. Currently, let's load in the back is some Storm Grenadiers. And now we've got the assault squad advancing forward. AT rifle does connect, get the mobilization crit, and soon it'll be fully immobilized as the tracks get ran off. Howdy. Grenade is thrown, trying to hit that MG-42, or Maxim. It does get a great hit there, but does not wipe it out. The 250 half-track will go down to an AT grenade. Now we got the Panzer Grenadier Division support the Sturm Grenadiers.
Officer, ready to be deployed.
Comm engineers are receiving quite a bit of fire right there, getting suppressed. Doing good, you? And now we do have the Grenadiers over here, Panzer Grenadiers upgraded with a MG-42, LMG-42. You could try pushing forward this MG-42 a little bit further to get closer to hit that building. Panzer Grenadiers are seeing quite a bit of fire right there. And now the comm engineers are falling on back. Getting hit by a lot of lag spikes. Assault squad is behind some of that heavy cover there. As we got this conscript squad receiving a bit of fire as well. Currently down 3 members. Grenadiers are still quite healthy. The one with the LMG is going to hit. The other one's being upgraded to LMG as well. And it's going to be a good defense position for these LMGs. Yep, it's somebody recreated us. There's actually a handful of Comp Heroes 1 maps recreated in Comp Heroes 2. Let's see, you got the Red Ball Express, I think the White Ball Express as well. Of course, got Rails and Metals. There's a bunch of other ones, I just can't remember the names off my head.
The static post is now in operation.
Got another bunker being deployed out. That's a heavier concrete bunker over here. Grenadiers are engaging this conscript squad. The conscript squad's garrison's almost fully destroyed. And now we do also got some sort of demolition assault guard squad. They are using the shock trooper models. Yep, that's probably one as well. Conscript squad here does get suppressed, and the garrison does get fully destroyed, but he does manage to get out of the garrison in time. He is using the Iron Will, can fire more accurately and use the equipment more frequently, but suffer from exhaustion afterwards.
Specially outfitted Panzer IV command tanks are now available.
Sounds like Command Panzer 4 is now available for yellow. Storm Grenadiers advancing forward. You got a full MG42 upgrade on this squad as well. Or LMG34, I should say. And the Captain Maxim squad does fall back. Storm Grenadiers engaging for long range. The Combat Engineer squad is fully pinned. I prefer just casting. I sort of got burnt out a lot of computers too, myself. I used to play all the time. But I probably could play Computers 3 once that comes out. Nope. I think I got, ranked, second in the leaderboards when it comes to random, teams in 3v3s.
Panzer IV battle group on standby.
And for Wehrmacht. Austere. The half-track does go down right there. We got a lot of sandbags deployed out here, and soon we'll be seeing fire from T-70. Pack 40 trying to set on up, trying to hit that T-70. He is in range. First shot connects and takes it out, but only gets it abandoned. Now we do got the Tier 2 has been built there, or something been researched there. Wasn't really paying attention. It's all flashing. Medics are trying to support that section there. We do, of course, have the recon squad here to provide some good vision there. There's one reason why probably that T-70 went down so easily enough. Does lay down a landmine right there. Very nice. And it looks like Red does fall back entirely. Got Dishka now deployed out on the field and got some flares. Immediately spawned Dishka. May spot these engineers. Definitely this one. Maybe this one as well.
A new half-track has arrived.
And now we do have an M5 half-track.
Structure complete.
Also getting some more officers. We got a number of these sectors highlighted in yellow, which may mean some sort of increased income. We also got the repair engineers here. And the Pack 40 now makes its way forward to help engage these forces. Pack 40 can make short work of a lot of these forces. Got an MG, the captured Maxim right there. Of course, got the MG34 here, so a lot of suppression for blue. Yellow has a lot of LMGs here, though, so yellow and blue should be able to hold off quite a bit. Max is making his way forward with some conscripts. He does use the, what's it called? The Iron Will ability right there. Rifle grenade has been thrown, or fired.
The bunker is now a field.
And this half-track's pushing forward with some combat engineers load up in the back of it. The M5 half-track does have 5 slots in the back of it, if I remember correctly, so it should be able to hold up 5 members in the back, no problem. Oh, maybe I'm mistaken about that. This one had 5. The Aegis only had 4. Oh, there it goes. It was the M3 that had 5 models, didn't it?
We are suffering vehicle losses.
But either way, the half-track does go down to the Pack 40. One Grenadier squad does fall back. We've got a forward bunker right here. Yep, with all the static weapons, mortars would be quite effective, that's for sure. But it's got a Valentine deployed on out. And a good, decent grenade there. Better grenade right there.
More of our troops have been lost.
Valentine starts making his way forward. And looks like he's hitting a lot of terrain with his shots, not doing all too much. Oh, those guys got suppressed. Thanks to the MG42 and all the LMGs. They could not advance. Yep. Yeah, mortars would be useful, or a Zis gun with a high explosive barrage, or any sort of indirect fire in general. Because he only has... he just built the support weapon company. Oof, that's a bit of a lag spike. Bought the quad half track. Well, Zis guns. Don't know why my game's lagging so much at the moment. But I'm not dropping any frames on the OBS, so I'm not sure what's going on. And either way, yeah, mortars already something to launch a lob explosives at a long distance. Got a Panzer Grenadier here, being upgraded with more LMGs. Valentine, what does this offer? Load, high explosive round, looks like since it costs munitions, it fires a single shot, or a chain of shots. We also got the load armor piercing, this got... Maybe it's a timed ability? Not exactly sure. Mortars are raining on in. Well, you got your mortars, but this is Axis mortars. Valentine starts to make his way forward. The Panzer Grenadier squad does get suppressed. And now got the MG-34 sitting on up. Oh, this may be somebody also relatively new to the mod as well. Yep. When playing this mod, think more of Men of War rather than Company Heroes 2. Best use mortar smoke. Then send in the Huggingers? Huggingers? I'm not sure what he means by that. And, yep, Pack 40 finds a great hit there on that Valentine. Or Valiant Pian. Got a Ford truck here for forward reinforcements. And do have a drop weapon right here. What is it? ETRS. To be honest, mortar smoke is good in Company Heroes and without the mod as well. People need to use mortar smoke a bit more often, and I'm mostly talking to myself. Good, it's there on the conscript, suppressing down. This conscript squad is advancing forward. Let's get down some heavy cover there. Valentine still needs some repairs. And now we've got a mortar deployed now. It's a 120mm mortar. So that should put some big holes in the ground. And it looks like the Panzer Grenadier squad just deployed out some Regal AT mines here, some Treadbuster mines. Good, it's there onto that conscript squad. He will need to fall back a little shortly, just getting ripped apart. We've also got some DPs on this squad here as well, but the MG-34s are just ripping them apart.
Authorized to request more powerful units.
More powerful units, so now you can get out some heavier stuff. Such as Stugs, Panzer IVs. Though that's probably this last battle phase as well, so... Yep, I can't see a lot of stuff that pops up. Oh, I hear another half-track. It is a mortar half-track, along with a Panzer IV command tank. Mortar half-tracks start raining shots on in, and complete whiffs. Yeah, the mortars are not very accurate, of course. That, of course, maybe one reason why mortar smoke can be a little bit more reliable to prevent enemies from shooting you.
Send orders.
But it's there onto that combat engineer. And we've got some counter barrages raining on in now. We do got EM41 mortar. And the Valentine has received quite a bit of fire. The track is disabled. And now we do have a T-34-76 here.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
Good there as well, very nice. Getting directed there on the AT gun. Transport now starts to advance, receives a bounce there from the AT gun. Multiple bounces there on the Panzer IV. And there goes the truck. And we've got some more mortars raining on in, but that may have been just smoke? Nope, mortars. And I heard another explosion. Looks like that mortar half-track went down in one of those fights. Maybe direct hit there by his own mortar. We got an incendiary effect there. I'm not sure from what though.
Need a sharpshooter.
And also got some Storm Grenadiers deployed and out. I'll go with STGs, or Panzer Grenadiers. Nice flare right there. Able to spot this entire advance. We got the Assault Guards advancing forward, or Demolition Guards. But these Grenadiers are still in such a great position. Over here, got some more mortar smoke raining on in. Does go and decapture that, or recapture up that Maxim. But it's going to receive more fire on the retreat path. Saying by his guys some DPs. They are behind heavy cover, so it's a good defensive position there, but he needs perhaps, he's saying he needs to buy a bit more firepower. Falls back, gets the DPs, push way forward, very nice. Just hope mortar doesn't rain on top of his heads. Now we've got the Panzer Grenadiers advancing, sprinting on forward, try and close the distance. There's a shoe mine right there, which a random detonation could be very, very deadly indeed. And these guys are getting ripped apart. And that squad does fully go down. Artillery now looks like raining on in. Pretty sure that was artillery. Riot grenade firing, or assault grenades are firing, being thrown. Do got a mortar smoke barrage raining on in from one of these officers. Could have been from this guy here. Nope, not from that guy. This guy here. He's the one who fired that, or called in that smoke barrage. Valentine does receive a direct hit right there. Gets forced in the back. Seeing a bit too much fire.
Crew, get ready.
Nice mortar smoke, not mortar smoke, smoke grenade there. The next mortar may... Oh, does get a kill there with that smoke. Right now the concept squad is getting suppressed by these LMGs. HMG is out of range, but it is in camouflage. And now we do have a mortar bunker right here, which should be able to call in some deadly barrages. We've got the mortar barrage raining on in now. And now we've also got a half track here, calling an artillery barrage, so it is able to call in 102mm mortar artillery barrages. More artillery raining on in. Almost like it's a creeping barrage. Maybe it's two separate call-ins. Nope, that looks like a creeping barrage of some sort. Looks like the mortar bunker is upgraded to a repair bunker. And the mortar bunker is a hardened structure, so it won't take a whole lot of damage from those counter mortar barrages. And that one straight up bounced.
Ready to be deployed.
What's this saying? It's been upgraded with improved breach loading. That must be what that slot item icon look means. These guys are not upgraded DPs. His DP squads are way back here. He can push them forward. They're reinforced. Incendiary mortar now raining on in from the grenade warfare. It does roll a miss, however. Though I think it is maybe burning some of these sandbags. The sandbags themselves have already go down. And the Grenadiers squad does charging forward, seeing lots of fire. He will need to fall back a little shortly. Charging forward, getting some more damage on in there. Those squads do fall back. We got a massive fuel store for the Wehrmacht player, and he's at time +0 fuel income. He must have some sort of ability selected. Reduces fuel income to get more something else. Maybe, I'm not sure what though. Ooh, does take out the T-34-76 with a grenade. What is reducing his fuel income? Anti-magnetic. I don't know why I read that as anti-magic coding. Anti-magnetic. Oh, why did I think anti-magic? But yeah, it must be some sort of doctrinal ability that causes him to not have any fuel income. Not a whole lot of splash damage there. And these are from the 102mm mortars. You know they have the artillery sound effect. They are powerful, but not artillery powerful.
What do you need?
And these mortars gain some great hits all across that line.
Completed!
Ooh, great hit right there.
Indirect fire! Displace! All set!
Those forces getting pelted. Static weapon team's not very good when there's 3 mortar units. We've got 2 mortar half-tracks and of course the mortar bunker itself. We got the scout unit up here, very good. Maybe wants to use the crawl around and infiltrate, or maybe he's currently using it. Does throw a mortar flare right there, very nice. And now we do got a conscript squad loading back up of a T-34. Yes, there are actually slot spots for infantry on the back of some tanks. Though there's no, not really great animations for it, they're just stand there. Maybe perhaps try to force them to crouch or lay on, probably crouch. But even then, we've got the T-34 advancing forward, we've got the Sturm Grenadiers advancing as well. Let's get suppressed there by the hull and coaxial. And there goes that Grenadier squad, Panzer Grenadier. Got a shot there from the Panzer forward. T-34 rolls up bounce there as well. Grenades was thrown on in. The conscript squad is crawling back to heavy cover. Got the combat engineers in this region as well, and got some more artillery being brought on in there. Probably some sort of HMG. And it looks like he did lose that truck there to that artillery barrage.
Another vehicle has been lost in the defense of the Rodina.
T-34-76 severely win. The scout here does get spotted.
Has been killed. Death before retreat.
T-34-76 does roll up bounce there on the Panzer IV and does get taken out right there as well, and most infantry squad in the back as well. Grenade is thrown. Multiple grenades, assault grenades have been thrown. He does need to fall back. He's about to lose that squad. The officer here is in the region. And does lose that squad entirely. Red is currently not doing anything.
Panzer Grenadiers standing by.
Oh, one of the Soviet players have, I think it's Red who has a radio intercept. And this T-34-76 is still actually there, can be recovered. Oh, using the reinforcement symbol as a healing symbol. Very nice.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer.
These sandbags about ready to get disintegrated. He tries to push forward DPs. Does immediately find suppression there from the LMGs. Down south, we do have now a fresh Stug.
Send orders.
Ooh, and it looks like Mortar did find a direct hit right there as well. Right now, he's just throwing a lot of guys to the grinder. He still needs... No, he does have the Mortar, not pushed on forward, which is a bit of a problem.
Prepared for action.
Stug making his way forward. And it looks like these conscripts do get suppressed and pinned by the Panzer Grenadier. Stug Grenadiers are also here to support as well. Mortar does find a decent hit there on that squad. He doesn't need to fully retreat it. And he got multiple hits there now on this conscript squad.
Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice.
Once he may have lost his recon squad. AT-gun has been decrewed as well. Looks like somebody's used some artillery. It is the pink Wehrmacht player, or the pink Soviet player, using the 122mm barrage. Not sure where though. Red receiving a lot of grenades there. Now we've got another T-34-76. This one has still not been reclaimed. And now we've got artillery barrage not being brought on in over here. Wasn't going to go hit a whole lot. Ooh, but it does get some landmines, which actually is quite important. Incendiary mortar has been thrown. Doesn't do any damage to the T-34, at least not right now. Another T-34 is being floated out. Now he's eyeing for... Well, he has a lot of resources stockpiled up. Going for a mass T-34 spam wouldn't hurt. Perhaps also bringing some SU-76 with the high explosive barrages.
Standing by.
Doug does camouflage. Is that a B4? Nope, that's just a 15 centimeter. German 76 pushing way forward. There's a landmine right there. Sherman 76 still firing away. No 50 cal upgrade just yet. Does fall back right there. May find a landmine there. No, it does not. Got some hits there. Does reinforce his conscript squad, but getting hit by a lot of these SMGs. T-34-76 does spot the damaged T-34-76. Sherman takes advance forward, trying to find some shots. Does have prioritized fire turned on, however. Officer firing some rounds over here. And does actually recover this T-34-76, but he didn't actually see it until just now. Don't try to limp away with it. That's a good idea to put in hold fire states, so it can perhaps try not to be spotted. DP's trying to hit these Panzer Grenadiers. Also, the heavy cover is about to go down. Dishkut's getting a lot of rounds into that heavy cover as well. Artillery or more mortar hits raining on in this region. A lot of craters right there. A lot of corpses as well. Just inside the garrison right there. Oh, not a great garrison, however. He is quite low in health. Does wipe out that squad entirely, and now got a King Tiger being caught up by Yellow. Does take out that squad as well. He has plenty of population space. The max population for each player is 150, so didn't he lose those squads?
Engineers ready.
Incendiary mortars raining on in. Nope, I thought I saw rifle grenades. Well, maybe that was just... Yep, there was a rifle flare.
We heard you.
All T-34s have been repaired. We do have a single AT gun, AK-40. Can do some good work, but they may have a bit of trouble versus everything. More mortars raining on in. Make sure there's more craters in this region. And here comes the T-34s. There's actually another pack 40 right there. This one does get hit there. Let's charge on forward as well. Trying to overrun this pack 40 has received quite a bit of fire. May have hit a landmine there. This T-34 does go down to a Panzerfaust. Panzerfausts are quite effective. This one could be firing up Panzerfaust as well. No, this one does already fires Panzerfaust. Both has fired Panzerfaust on this one. Unless the back crew may go down. Those lose this guy as well. Two Panzerfausts over here. And dropped a number of weapons. This T-34, however, could receive hits by more Panzerfausts, but they're on cooldown. They are be another 26 seconds. This pack 4 is now gained as well. Throwing some rounds throughout this MG. Could eventually get a crush there. I don't see any landmines in this retreat path. No, there is a landmine somewhere. Right there. Does avoid this next Panzerfaust. And King Tiger is now advancing forward. Yep, definitely heavy panzer. And this Sherman tank does get tracked. It wasn't... He just charged forward. He didn't have anything to really mark down individually. He just lacked indirect fire. All these stuff was in static positions. Indirect fire should have chewed him up. Now here comes the 15-centimeter barrage.
Destroyed an anti-tank gun.
And good hits there. Now we do have the King Tiger now advance forward. Does get suppressed by the MG. Like any game, sometimes it's a bit of a learning curve. Guess where I got the replays? On the Discord. Sherman tank is advancing forward, maybe find some good hits there, but there's going to be no AT gun supported. Fires a miss. That almost looked like a high explosive. May find the shoe mine right there. King Tiger does... Actually, that was not from the King Tiger. Or was it? Could have been from King Tiger. No, it was not.
Our gunner has taken a hit!
Ah, it was these, it was a Shrug. Nope, the Shrug has no kills as well, so I'm not actually sure who actually got the kill. Sherman tanks are advancing forward. Those go around there onto the carcass. And now King Tiger's working his way forward as well. Looks like he's loading some heat rounds. Rolls a bounce there. Rolls a miss there. Does get a kill down that Sherman tank as well. AT guns getting ripped apart by the hull and pintle mount. We have reinforcements nearby. Does get a hit there as well. Looks like the gunner or the loader was injured. Or gunner injured, yep. And got some artillery raining on in, forcing back these forces. Now we do got a B4 being deployed and out. And it's also being upgraded while being built? Okay. Let's see.
We built it as ordered.
Add 3 extra squad members, 25% load speed.
Under attack!
Up north, we do have the Panzergrenadiers or Sturmgrenadier squad advancing forward. Throws out a grenade on the retreat path. Does get one model kill there.
Anti-tank gun is
Maxim
ready
pushed
for
away forward as well. Or Dishka. Molotov is thrown, gets a nice hit there, burning that entire squad. And dropped a LMG. Grenadier squad does fall back right there. The B4 is fully built. It does have the 1 round or 3 round barrage. It's cheaper to fire the 3 rounds per shot. And that was a counter barrage state, or defense barrage. Rolls a stun shot there onto the King Tiger. Going for a 3 round barrage, trying to hit that King Tiger. Next round should be taking a bit of time to fire. Takes out the AT gun right there. Next round is fired. And rolls complete miss. It's going to take time to blitz on forward, trying to deal with that B4 as soon as possible. B-34 cannot ram it. Got a nice AT gun shot there as well from the side armor. Gets another hit there as well. Crude days effect from the B4 shot. Auto hits there on the King Tiger. King Tiger's about ready to go down, though it does have his front armor now shown. Oh, the T-34 can ram, just the maximum amount of abilities is consumed. If the King Tiger does go down to those M1 AT guns. But it's there onto the 57mm.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
He got a decent hit right there, stunning the truck. The truck apparently has 4 levels of efficiency. I don't know why I was expecting like reduced reinforcement costs, but that would probably be a bit overpowered. And there goes that truck. As more and more mortars were raining on in. Blue does have a bit of manpower afloat. He does have some population space, but has a good sized army. Probably doesn't want to deploy out anything else at the time being.
The enemy has silenced one of our anti-tank guns.
A number of these Grenadier squads are now advancing forward as well. As well as the officer. Officer's bringing artillery barrage somewhere. Not so sure where. Or no, that's not artillery barrage. Forced march ability. Assault squad here does get suppressed by the LMGs. There's also a dropped Maxim right here. Mortar barrage is raining on in. Of course, got the Grenadiers engaged as well. Good hit there on that MG. More artillery barrages. The MG does get decrewed. Over here, we've got the Grenadiers advancing forward. The V4 is soon to be under fire. The Maxim's here for defense. Looks he's firing a barrage, or a defensive barrage at least. Grenade has been fired on top of that MG. And the defensive barrage is now firing against some of these support weapons over here. Grenade right there. And a good hit there as well.
Forward elements report an infantry unit lost.
And Sport trying to get some damage on done. Infantry force still advancing forward. Does get so he's self-destructing his guns. Does get a bit of refund there.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Pioneers now sprinting on forward. Perhaps trying to just try for forward defense right there. Got the Panzer Grenadiers and the Sturm Grenadier, or more Panzer Grenadiers in this region. They're both labeled named Panzer Grenadiers, aren't they? Panzer Grenadiers. Ace MG's now firing away. Does use a Frenchman smoke grenade to advance. And now going to throw assault grenades onto that bunker, trying to clear it out. Let's get some damage there. Gets a gunner killed crit there, which makes it a bit safer to advance. And now we've got the assault guards now advancing forward as well, trying to get some damage on in. In with the part, throws out a grenade there. Does get a good hit. Over here, we've got the Panzer IV and Stug advancing forward, trying to deal with this, all this heavy cover in this region. Those tank traps are absorbing a lot of shots for him. We've got this 57mm firing away from the high ground, trying to get some good defensive shots on in. Conscript squad will see some fire there. Most now Moore's going to try to rain on in top of these AT guns. Let's just roll in some bounces right there. Great hits right there.
Receiving effective fire. Gunner wounded. Check in. Orders complete.
Transport does receive a pen there. And now the 15cm find a direct fire barrage. Transport does fall back, trying to get some repairs. Next round does rain forward back, gets the MG. I was like, these Panzer Grenadiers to force back some of these forces. And for the red players, our base under siege. This is annihilation mode. Red then has lost the Tank of V battalion, looks like. Nope, it's still right there. Mortar still raining a little bit short. We got another Maxim and Assault Guards pushing way forward. Immediately gets suppressed. Good hit there as well. He's camping the reinforcement point. He should have actually selected back here to get reinforced on the front line. And those the Soviet players have surrendered. This is Angry saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. While this game's loading, I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I am back. And on to the part of the last replay for the night.